Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge O-Level Additional Mathematics Paper 1 403411 May-June 2021. Let us move to the question number 1. Question number 1 says, A part on the axis sketch the graph of this one stating the intercepts with the coordinate axis. So we can check for the x-intercepts we can replace y is equal to 0, and for y-intercept we can replace x is equal to 0. If we replace x is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0, our equation will be y will be equal to 5 into 1 and 3 will be 0, so it will be minus 2 and then it will be minus 2 again, so it will be equal to basically 20. So point will be 20. We can take this one, like for example 10 over here and 20 over here, so this will be the 20 mark. We can take 10 over here and 20. Now y is equal to 0, it means solutions will be x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to, when we take this is equal to 0, it will be 2 over 3, 2 by 3, and if we take this one equal to 0, we'll be getting x is equal to 2. So these will be the three solutions. So we can mark x is equal to minus 1. We can take over here, like for example minus 1 over here, and 2 by 3 will be 0.6 we can take like this one, and 2 we can take over here. So our graph will be this will be cubic graph, so we can plot it like so. It will be curving like this one and passing through this 20 and passing through this 2. So this will be rough sketch. You will have to just give the points, and this point will be 2 by 3, or we can take it as 2 over 3 will be 0.6, so 0.6, 7 and 0, this will be the coordinates, and for this one we can take 0 and 20, this will be the coordinates, so we can write here 0 and 20. So this will be the intercepts. So basically, to practice these type of questions, you can use, there are so many softwares available on the net. So for exam practice, you can do those. You can use those softwares. I'm just explaining one. If we switch to this one, so we have written over here y is equal to 5 into x plus 1, 3x minus 2 and x minus 2. If I activate this graph, so this will be basically the graph, and you can see this is the point minus 1 and 0, and y-intercept is 20, and we have this maximum point also and minimum, but we are not required, so I'm deactivating these 2 points. And so y-intercept is this one, x-intercepts we can have this one and this one, so 2 and 0.667 and minus 1. So these type of graphs will be very nice practice for you. You can use this one for your exam practice. Keep in mind this software or any other software will not be available in exam, but you can double check your answers and you can practice this as if you want. Now B part says hence find values of x for which 5x plus 1, 3x minus 2 and x minus 2 greater than 0. So for first part, basically I have copied also the same graph which I've shown you. You can see this one I have copied for you. This is showing the same points and the graph also having almost the same shape, but in this type of sketch you will have to just show the intercepts. Basically this intercept we missed, we have to show this y-intercept also, and this will be minus 1 and 0, we can show this also, basically this point. Minus 1 and 0, 2 and 0, and this point and this point. You will have to basically show these 4 points you have to show. So we have basically shown all these points over here, and this point also you can show, which is basically um, 0, and this is basically 2 and 0. So we'll be showing 1, 2, 3 and 4 points. Hopefully you got this. Now for B part, hence we have to basically find the values of x. For x values, what we can do, we can see x value is varying from what? Greater than, so y value greater than 0. Greater than 0 will be for what? Greater than 0 is for this section, for this section, this one and this one. So for these sections, y value is greater than this 0. So we can write it as x should be greater than minus 1, which is greater than minus 1. So it should be this side, and it should be less than 2 by 3. So it should be less than 2 by 3. And the second portion is that it should be greater than 2. So it should be x value should be greater than 2. And if we want to understand from the graph, so values should be this side and this value should be over here. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 is 5 marks. It is saying find the integral of this one, integration of this one, giving your answer in the form a plus log b, where a and b are rational numbers. So integral from 3 to 5, we have to integrate it. So we can take integral of 1 over x minus 1 will be log x minus 1. We can integrate this, and minus integral of this one will be what we can do, we can write another step, integral 3 5, and we can write in brackets 1 over x minus 1 minus this one we can shift as numerator, so x minus 1 raised to power minus 2 dx. Now we can integrate, and after integrating this will be log x minus 1, and minus we can write this one as x minus 1 whole raised to minus 2 plus 1, so it will be minus 1, and this will be or will be divided also, and this one will be 3 to 5. Integral limits will be applying, and we can use the integral limits. Basically, before using integral limits, we can rewrite it as log x minus 1, and this minus and minus will be changing, so it will be plus x minus 1 whole raised to the minus 1, or we can rewrite it as 1 over x minus 1, and this will be from 3 to 5. And now we can replace the upper limit first. So if we replace the upper limit, we will get log of, if we replace 5, so 5 minus 1 will be 4, and plus this will be upper limit will be 1 over 5 minus 1, so it will be 1 by 4 again, and then minus this lower limit will be 3, so lower limit will be 3. We will replace in this log of 3 minus 1 will be 2, so log 2, and plus this will be 1 over 3 minus 1 will be 2, so it will be 1 by 2, and we can open the bracket, so it will be log 4 plus 1 by 4 minus log 2 and minus 1 by 2, and this one we can log 4 and log 2 we can write as log of 4 over 2, and minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 will be minus 1 by 4, and further we can write it as log 2 minus 1 by 4, and this will be the final answer, which is basically in the same format, a plus log b A is minus, A is basically minus 1 by 4 and B is 2. So these are the values basically. Now question number three. Question number three says the polynomial p of x is equal to this one where a and b are constants has a factor of x minus 2. The polynomial has a remainder of 66 when divided by x minus 3. Find the values of a and b. So a and b values are required. So what we will do, we can take x minus 2, this one, x minus 2 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 2, and p of x by factor theorem, p of 2 we can find. So a into 2 raised to the power 3 minus, I'm replacing in this equation, so minus 9 into 2 square will be 4, so directly I'll write 4 plus b into 2, so this one, and minus 6, and we'll put equal to 0. So this implies this will be 8a minus, this will be plus 2b and minus 36 minus 6 is equal to 0. So it will be 8a plus 2b minus, this will be 42, or we can write equal to 42. This will be our uh, one equation, and if we replace x minus 3 is equal to 0, we will get x is equal to 3, and this also we can find p of 2, p of 3, sorry, p of 3, and p of 3 will be equal to a into 3 cubed minus 9. 9 into 3 square will be 9, plus this will be 3b and minus 6, and this is equal to, basically they are saying it is equal to 66 because the remainder is 66. So we'll put equal to 66, and this will be 3 cube will be 27, so 27a minus 81 plus 3b minus 6 minus 66, or we can do one thing, we can shift 6 to other side, so plus 66 this one, and further we can write it as 27a and plus 3b is equal to so it will be 66 plus 6 plus 81, and this one we can add 66 plus 66 plus 6 plus 81, and this is equal to 153, so we can write here 153. So our equation will become, what? Our equation will be 8, one equation will be this one, and so this equation, so we can write 27a plus 3b is equal to 153. Now we have this equation and this equation, so we got these two equations which we can solve simultaneously. To solve this simultaneously, what we will be doing, we will be multiplying basically this first equation by 3, so we will multiply this equation by 3 and multiply this equation by 2. We want to equalize the coefficients of b, and our equation will become so when this will be multiplied, 8 will be 24a plus this will be 6b is equal to 42 into 3 will be equal to 126, and similarly when this lower equation, this one will be multiplied by 2, it will be 54a and plus 6b is equal to 153 multiplied by 2 will be 306, so we can write 306. Now we can subtract, so by subtracting signs will be changed and this will be cancelled, and we will get 24 minus 54 will be minus 30a. Minus 30a is equal to uh, 126 minus 306 will be equal to minus 180. So minus will be cancelled and a will be equal to a will be equal to 6. So this is basically a value which we can use in any of these equations. I will be using the first one. So 8 plus 2a is equal to 42. So 8a, basically 8a plus 2b, 8a plus 2b is equal to 42. So this will be 28, 6 are 48 plus 2b is equal to 42. So 2b is equal to 42 minus 48, that is equal to this is equal to minus 6. So b will be equal to minus 3. This will be b value. So a and b value we were supposed to find, which we have done. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number same question number, basically 3 and b part. 3 bar b part is saying, using your values of a and b, show that p of x is equal to this one, where q of x is a quadratic factor to be found. So what we can do, we will take the same equation and that will be what, 6 a. The value of a is what, a value of a is 6. So we'll write 6a 6x cubed minus 9x square minus 3x minus 6. So this will be basically our equation. So we can move this equation a little over here, and this is basically the same equation, this equation in which we have replaced a and b values. Now we can divide this one by x minus 2, because this is a factor. So it will be what, we will multiply by 6x squared and we will get 6x cubed minus, this will be 6 into 2 will be 12, so 12x squared. And now we can change sign, this is gone, so this will be cancelled, and next will be what, so it will be 3x squared minus 3x minus 6, and further we can multiply by plus 3x and we will get 3x squared minus 6x, and further we can change sign, this will be minus, this will be plus, this will be cancelled, and we can write over here as 3x minus 6, and now we can multiply it by 3 plus 3, so it will be 3x minus 6 and change sign and cancelled, so both are cancelled and there's nothing remainder, so it will be x minus 2 into 6x squared plus 3x plus 3, and this will be basically the q of x which we found, which is q of x is equal to 6x squared plus 3x plus 3. This is the quadratic equation which we were supposed to find. Now they're saying, hence show that the equation p of x is equal to 0 has only one real solution. So p of x is equal to 0, and p of x is what, x minus 2 and 6x squared plus 3x plus 3. So these are basically the two equations, and q of x is basically this one. So q of x, we can write q of x is equal to 6x squared plus 3x plus 3, and if we take this one as we will check b square minus 4ac for this one, so we will check b square minus 4ac for this equation. B is 3, so it will be 3 squared minus 4a value is 6 and c value is 3, so this will be what, 9. We can use calculator to find this value, and this will be 3 squared 3 squared minus 24 into 3 will be what, 23, so this will be minus 63. So minus 63, which is a negative value, so less than 0, and less than 0 means what, q of x has no real solution. No real solutions. So P of x has only, so P of x has only one real solution. So this will be the final answer. This is 2 marks part which we have done. Question number 4. Question number 4 says the first three terms of the expansion of this one is in ascending powers of x can be written in the form this one where a, b and c are integers. Find the value of a, b, c. This is basically 8 marks question. So what we can do, we can check expansion of this part. So it will be a plus x raised to the power 3. This will be we'll be writing the first three terms of this expansion. So 3c0 and a raised to the power 3 and x raised to the power 0. This will be first term. Second term will be 3c1 a raised to the power 2 and x raised to the power 1, plus third term will be 3c2 a raised to the power 1 and x will be squared. So these are three terms which we can rewrite as, like for example we can rewrite it as a cube 3 c0 will be 1 x raised by 0 will be 1, so it will be only a raised by 3 plus 3c1 is 3, so 3a squared x, and plus 3c2 is basically 3c2 is 3, so we can write here 3ax squared. So these will be the three terms of expansion. Now we can expand the other one, which is this portion. So if we expand this, this is 1 minus x over 3 raised to the power 5. So this will be equal to 5c0 and minus basically 1 raised to power 5 and minus x over 3 raised to the power 0, and second term will be 5c1 and 1 raised to the power 4 and minus x over 3 raised to the power 1, and next will be plus 5c2. 5c2 will be 1 raised to the power 3 and minus x over 3 raised to the power 2. Now this is basically expansion. We know 5c0 is 1 and 1 raised to the power 5 is also 1, and so this is everything is 1, so we will write here 1 minus, this will be minus because minus x over 3 raised to 1 will be resulting minus, and this will be 5 over 3x, this will be the term. Now plus next will be 5c2 will be 5c2 will be 10, so this will be 10 and minus x square will be x squared over 3 square will be 9, so 10 by 9 x squared. So these are basically the three terms which we have written over here. Now they are saying the first three terms of expansion, this is in ascending powers of x, can be written in the form of this one. So we have to write in this format. So what we can do, we can write a cube basically. Our first term, if we take like a cube will be equal to what? A cube will be equal to 27, and this will be equal to basically a will be, this implies a will be equal to 3. So we got this value a is equal to 3. Now this is basically constant term which we have compared with this given equation, and our equation which is constant term is this one and this one. So we'll multiply 1 with a cube, we'll get a cube which is equal to 27, and we got this a value. Now we can find the terms in x, terms in x. So terms in x will be what? There will be this one 3x squared, so, and there will be minus 5 by 3 also. So we can write basically when 5 by 3 x will be multiplied by a cube. So because these two are being multiplied, so we'll have to multiply the coefficient and check. So coefficient of x will be what? 3a squared and minus 5 by 3a cubed. This is how we found basically when we multiply this x cube with uh, this one 5 by 3 x, we will get coefficient of x, which is 5 by 3a cube, and this first value is 3a square x. This, when this will be multiplied by 1, we will get 3a square. Hopefully you are understanding. And this will be value of b when we compare this equation. So this is equal to b, and in this one we can replace value of a. So this implies value of a is 3. So 3 into 3 squared minus 5 by 3 into 3 cubed is equal to b, and we can simplify this one. 3 square will be 9, 9 to 3 will be 27. So 27 minus 5 over 3 into 3 cubed, sorry, cube is equal to minus 18. So this implies b is equal to minus 18. We got a value, we got b value. Now c value we will get when we will compare x square. Coefficient of x square will be c. So terms in x square, terms in x square will be what? Those terms we'll have to identify. One will be when this 3a, this term will be multiplied by 1, we will get 3a. So this will be 3a. And the second term, when 5 by 3 will be multiplied by 5 by 3x, this term will be multiplied by 3a square. X will get x square, so this will be 5a square. So we can write minus 5 by 3 into 3a squared. This will be the coefficient of x square, and the last term which we'll get basically, that will be when x will be of this one will be multiplied with x square. So it will be x square will be this one and x will be this one. So this will be 10 over 9 of a cube, 10 over 9 of a cube. So this will be the x square, x square term, and this will be equal to c. Now we can replace a values. A values are, so 3 into 3 will be 9, minus this will be 3 will be cancelled with 3, and we will get what? We will get 3 will be 9, 9 fives are 45, and plus this will be 3 nines are 27, 9 threes are, and this will be 30, and this is equal to c. And 9 minus, so 9 minus 45 plus 30 will be equal to minus basically 66, which we have done some mistake over here. So this should be over here. Let me check again. So 3 into 3 will be 9, minus what we can do, we can write it as minus 45, yes, and this will be 27, so it should be 30, and minus 45, 9 minus 45 and plus 30. Basically this calculation we did mistake, instead of plus we wrote minus, so this will be minus 6. So c value will be equal to minus 6. This is a b c value which we were supposed to find, which we have done. Hopefully you understood. Lengthier calculations always having more chances of doing mistake. You will have to be more careful for that. Now question number 5. Question number 5 says the function f and g are defined as follows. F of x is equal to this one and g of x is equal to this. Find the range of f. for range of f, we can draw, basically we know f of x is equal to x squared plus 4x, and we can check the x-intercepts. We can take x common, so x plus 4, so x is equal to 0. If we replace equal to 0, so x is equal to 0 and x is equal to minus 4. So these will be the two solutions, and we can basically draw a rough sketch, and rough sketch will be like this one. So it will be 0 and minus 4, so we can take this one as minus 4 and this one as 0, and this will be symmetric curve like this one, because this is a quadratic equation. Now we can check for basically when we can check for this these values, basically range will be what, when x is basically minimum point, we can say y is equal to what, so this will be minus 2 will be the symmetric, because this is symmetric, so minus 2 up to this one we'll have to check. If we replace this one, basically x is equal to minus 2, not this one, so this will be minus 2. If we replace minus 2 in this, f of x will be equal to minus 2 squared and plus 4 into minus 2, so this will be 4 and minus 8, so this will be equal to minus 4. So this point will be minus 4, so it is value, basically y value is uh, range is y value greater than equal to minus 4, so above this one. So we can write here f of x is greater than equal to minus 4. I have plotted this graph on the coordinate axis, and this is basically by software accurate graph. If you see this one, this is y x intercept is 0, and this is um, minus 4, and this value, if you check, this one is minus 4, so above range will be y value will be above this one, so more than minus 4. Hopefully you understood this as well. Now we can go through b part. B part says write down the range of g of x. G of x, for g of x we have to sketch the curve. G of x is 1 plus e raised to the power 2x. So g of x is equal to 1 plus e raised to the power 2x. If we take, for example, uh, g of x, so if we take x is equal to 0, so we will get g of at x is equal to 0. G of x will be equal to 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. So we can roughly sketch the graph like this one, and this will be over here. So 2 value we can take here, 1 and 2, so this will be basically 2 and it will be e raised for x, so it will be always more than 1, because 1 plus e raised for 2x, so this is a positive value, so it will be always 1. It will never reach to 1 value, so it will be passing through 1 and passing through 2 and moving like this one. So this will be our sketch of this one, and this is like origin. So our answer will be, range will be what, g of x is greater than 1, so this will be answer. And similarly, I have plotted curve and perfect graph, you can see from here also. So this is like um, point 2 y-intercept, and curve is this one, and it's up to 1 is this point, so it's always above 1, so 1 and above. So now we can move to C part. Find the exact solution of the equation f g of x is equal to 21, giving your answer as a single logarithm. This is 4-mark question. So f g of x is given as equal to 21. So g of x is what? G of x is 1 plus e raised to the power 2x. So this one is equal to basically, if we replace in f of x is this one, x square plus 4x. So we will replace this one, x plus 1 plus 2, 1 plus e raised to the power 2x, and we will take square of this one, plus 4 into x is replaced by 1 plus e raised to power 2x, and this is given that equal to 21. Now we can open the square. It will be 1 plus this will be e raised to power 4x, plus this will be 2ab, so 2 into 1 into e raised to the power 2x, and this will be what? Plus this will be 4 plus e raised to the 4 e raised to the power 2x is equal to 21, or we can write minus 21 equal to 0. Further, we can basically simplify this one, e raised to the power 4 as it is, and plus this will be 4 e raised power 2x and 2 e raised power 2x, so it will be 6 e raised to the power 2x, and constant values will be 1 plus 4 will be 5, and it will be minus 16 is equal to 0. So this is basically quadratic equation in terms of e raised to the power 2x, and we can put equal to y, or even if we are not replacing directly, we can check for the quadratic solution. So mode 5 3 and constant is 1, e raised by 4x, basically coefficient of e raised by 4x is 1, coefficient of e raised by 2x is 6, and constant is minus 16, so this will give us 2 and minus 8. So we can write e raised to the power 2x minus 2 and e raised to the power 2x plus 8 is equal to 0, and this implies e raised to the power 2x is equal to 2, and this implies e raised by 2x is equal to minus 8. We will reject this negative value and we will be taking this one. So 2x is equal to log of 2, so x is equal to 1 by 2 log of 2, and we can write it as log of 2 raised to the power 1 by 2. This is what they are saying in single logarithm. So this is basically the final answer for this part which we have done. Question number 6, A part 1. Find how many different 5-digit numbers can be found using the digit 1, 3, 5, 6, 8 and 9. No digit may be used more than once in any 5-digit number. So we can basically uh, take 5 positions, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 positions. And if we are taking, like for example, 1, so it will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions, and 3 we can take will be 5 positions, 5 will be having 4, 6 will be having 3 options, and 8 will be having 2 options. So we can multiply these and we will get the number, and that will be the answer. So 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 is 720. So 720 will be the answer. 1-mark question. Then they're saying how many of these 5-digit numbers are odd. So for odd we can check. Odd numbers are 1, 3 and 5. These are basically 5-digit numbers are odd, and also basically 6, 8 and 9. So 1, 3, 5 and 9 numbers are odd. So we can take, like for example, 5 positions. We can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions. And if we take, like for example, odd numbers, so 1 should be here and 1 out of 4 odd, so 4 options. and this will be what rest of the numbers we can write over here. So 3 out of remaining 5, so we can write 5. So 5 out of remaining 4, and 6 out of remaining 3, and 8 out of remaining 2, and we will multiply these numbers and we will get the answer. And this will be 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 4 is equal to 480, and this will be a 1 mark easier question. Then they're saying how many of these 5-digit numbers are odd and greater than 60,000. So it should be odd and greater than 60,000. So odd numbers we can again write 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. These are the numbers, so these three are odd, and greater than 60,000 means it can start with 6 or it can start with 9, 6 or 8 or 9. So start with 6 or 8, and we can take the other option as start with 9. So start with the 9 option. So we can take 5 positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions, and starting with the 6 or 8, so 6 out of 2, and then we can have 1 out of remaining 4, because 6 and 8 we are dealing as 1, so remaining 4 will be here, and then 3 out of 3, then 5 out of 2, and 9 will be the last number which we can write out of 4 over here, basically 9 out of 4. And this will be, if we multiply 1 4, so this will be 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 4 will be equal to 192. This will be 192. And now in this case start with 9, so 9 will be 1, because this is not a set of number, it's only 9. Then ending with odd, so remaining odd are 3, so we can write here 3, and 3 for 3 it will be 4 numbers, so 4, and 5, 3 and 6 will be 2, and we can multiply these numbers and we will check. This will be basically 1 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 72, and we can add these two, 192 plus 72. So plus 192 will be equal to 264. So 264 will be our final answer. This was 3 marks question. Now given that this one 45 into NC4 is equal to n plus 1 into n plus 1 C5, find the value of n. So we can write this one 45 NC4, so we can write it as 45 n factorial over n minus 4 factorial into 4 factorial. This is how we can write 45 into NC4. And similarly n plus 1, we can write n plus 1 into n plus 1 factorial over n plus 1 minus 5 factorial into 5 factorial. This is what we have basically changed this equation into factorial form, and now we can simplify. This will be what we can rewrite it as 45 n factorial over n minus 4 factorial. 4 factorial is equal to n plus 1 into n plus 1 factorial over, this will be n minus 4 plus 1 minus 5 will be n minus 4 factorial and 5 factorial, and we can cancel these two this one and this one can be cancelled, and our equation will be what? 45 is equal to n plus 1 into n plus 1 factorial, and this one we can write n factorial over 4 factorial, we can shift to this side, so it will be 4 factorial over n factorial reciprocal on this side. Now we can rewrite it as 45, and this will be n plus 1 into, this will be n plus 1 into n factorial. N plus 1 factorial, we can write n plus 1 into n factorial and multiplied by or directly we can write 4 factorial over, this will be n factorial, and now we can cancel n factorial with n factorial, and the remaining part will be what? 4 factorial, and there was 5 factorial also which we missed, so we can write here 5 factorial, so this will be 5 factorial also over here. And what we can do, 5 factorial, instead of 5 factorial we will write 5 into 4 factorial, so 4 factorial will be cancelled with 4 factorial, and this will be equal to n plus 1 into n plus 1 over 5, and this implies n plus 1 square is equal to 45 into 5, which is equal to 45 multiplied by 5 will be equal to 225, so 225, and n plus 1 will be equal to what? N plus 1 will be equal to 225 square root of 225, and this will be equal to 15, so we can write, so n will be equal to 16. This will be the final answer. This was 4-mark question which we are done. Hopefully you understood this question. Now question number 7, it says in this question, A part, in this question all lengths are in meters and time t is in seconds. This side is displacement and this side is time. The diagram shows the displacement time graph for a runner for 0 to 40 time. So find the distance the runner has traveled when t is equal to 40. So if we check for the distance, basically one distance will be up to this one, so it will be 50, and the second distance will be up to this one, again this will be 50, so 50 plus 50, and this distance will be basically 10, so up to this one is 10, so we can add these three distances and this distance will be 50 plus, so distance is equal to 50 plus 50 plus 10, which is equal to 110, and this will be in meters. This is 1-mark part which we have done. So on the axis, draw the corresponding velocity time graph for the runner for 0 to 40 time, and this is 2-mark question. Velocity is on this side, time is on this side, so positive side and negative side also they have given. So positive side will be when we are having positive slope and negative side will be when we are having negative slope. So from 5 up to 10 we can draw line over here. This will be 5 up to 10, so and the like for example for -2 up to 40 will be this line starting from here up to this one. Hopefully you understood this one. So this will be our line. Basically this highlighted, I have highlighted for you. If you want we can draw line, like for example this one in red color, so that you can, so this is basically line, and we can erase the shading part carefully if we can shade. I'll try to remove the shade, but okay, what I will do, I will redraw this one because I wanted to draw a line because that was too thick, so I thought I should draw a line. So this one, this will be the answer for this question. Now B part says a particle P moves in a straight line such that its displacement from a fixed point t time t is s. So the acceleration of P is given by, this is acceleration basically, t is greater than 0. Given that P has velocity of 9 when t is equal to 6, find the velocity of P at at time is equal to t. So acceleration is provided, a is equal to 2t plus 4 raised to the power minus 1 by 2, and they have given t is greater than 0. So we have to find basically we can integrate this. If we take integral of a dt, this will be giving us v velocity, so we will take integral of this one, 2t plus 4 raised to a minus 1 by 2 dt, and we can, if we integrate this, so this side will be velocity and this will be integral of this 2t plus 4 raised to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 1 by 2 and over 1 by 2, and in derivative of 2t will be 2, which we can write over here, and plus constant, integral constant c. Now we can basically we can cancel these two and we will get v is equal to 2t plus 4 raised to the power 1 by 2 in brackets and plus c. Now at v is equal to 9, 9t is equal to 6. So c value we can calculate, this is equal to 9, t is 6, so it will be 12 plus 4 and this will be 1 by 2 plus c, and this implies c value we can find basically over here. So c value will be equal to 9 minus, this will be 16 raised to the power 0.5, so this will be equal to 5. So c value is 5, which we replace in this v is equal to 2t plus 4 raised to a 1 by 2 plus 5. So this will be basically the velocity which is required. Now second part, given that s is equal to 1 by 3 when t is equal to 6, find the displacement of p at t is equal to at time t. So basically in this what will be the distance, velocity, integral of velocity will be the distance. So integral of velocity dt will be equal to integral of 2t plus 4 raised to the power will be 1 by 2 and plus c value was 5, so it will be 5 over here, and this side will be distance, displacement basically, as displacement will be equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so before doing this one we can integrate this. So integral of this will be 2t plus 4 raised to the power 3 by 2 and over 3 by 2 multiply by derivative of 2t will be 2, and these two will be cancelled, and plus integral of 5 will be 5x plus integral constant c. Now we can, this is not 5x, this should be 5t because we are taking integral with respect to t. Now we can write it as 1 by 3 into 2t plus 4 raised to the power 3 by 2 plus 5t plus c, and this is s, and they have given the value of s 1 by 3, so we'll replace 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3 into 2t, t is 6, so it will be 12 plus 4 raised to the power 3 by 2 and plus 5 into t value which is 6 plus c, and we can simplify this. So c will be equal to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 into 16 raised by 3 by 2 minus this will be 30, and this will be equal to, we can find the value 1 over 3 and minus 1 over 3 into this will be 16 raised to the power 3 over 2, 3 by 2, and this will be minus 30 is equal to minus 51, and minus 51 we can replace over not here, over here, and we'll get the equation, and this will be S is equal to 1 over 3. Displacement is equal to 1 by 3 into basically, so 51 1 by 3 into this will be 1 by 3 into 2t plus 4, 2t plus 4 raised to the power 3 by 2 plus this will be 5t and plus minus 51, and this will be the final displacement equation which we have done. Now they are saying this is basically question number 8. Question number 8 saying don't use the calculator. So for this one, a curve has equation. This one, the x coordinate of the point A on the curve is this one. Show that the coordinates of A can be written in the form this one, where P, Q, R, S are integers. So what we will do, we will use this one in, we will replace in this equation. So our y will be equal to, y is equal to 2 minus under root 3 and x square. So this will be our x value. So it will be under root 3 plus 1 over 2 minus under root 3, and this will be squared plus under root 3 plus 1 over 2 minus under root 3 and minus 1. So now we can basically rewrite numerator square separately and denominator square separately, like this one, over 2 minus under root 3 squared, and this will be plus, and we can write under root 3 plus 1 over 2 minus under root 3, and we can rationalize over here plus under root 3 over this one will be 2 plus under root 3 and minus 1 will be the last over here. Now we can cancel this one with this square, and we are, for new equation will be what? Our new equation, we can open this square, so it will be 3 under root square will be 3 plus 1 square will be 1 plus 2 under root 3, this will be when we open the square, and this will be 2 minus under root 3, and plus we can write it as under root 3 plus 1 into 2 plus under root 3 over, this will be a plus b, a minus b, so it will be 2 squared which is 4 minus 3 under root square which is 3 and minus 1. Now further we can rewrite it as 3 plus 1 will be 4, so from 4 we can take 2 common, so inside will be 2 plus under root 3 over this will be 2 minus under root 3 and plus this one 4 minus 3 will be 1, and we can write it as basically uh, we can multiply this, so it will be 2 under root 3 and plus under root 3 into under root 3 will be 3 plus this will be 1 to 2 will be 2 and plus this will be under root 3 and minus 1. So now further we can simplify, and this will be what? This will be, we can rationalize this term, first term, and we can write 2 into 2 plus under root 3 over 2 minus under root 3, and this will be 2 plus under root 3 over 2 plus under root 3, and this will be plus, this will be 2 under root 3 plus under root 3 will be 3 under root 3, and 3 plus 2 will be 5, 5 minus 1 will be 4, so plus 4, and now we can simplify, this will be 2 into 2 plus under root 3 squared over this will be a square plus b square, so 2 squared minus under root 3 squared, and plus this will be 3 under root 3 plus 4, and further we can, this lower portion will be 4 minus 3 which is 1, and inside we can open this, this will be 2 and this will be 4 plus 3 plus 2 into 2 will be 4, 4 under root 3, so 4 under root 3 will be here, and plus 3 under root 3 plus 4. And now we can basically open this, so it will be 4 into 4 plus 3 will be 7, 7 into 2 will be 14, plus 8 under root 3 plus 3 under root 3 and plus 4. So we can rewrite it as 14 plus 4 will be 18, plus 8 plus 3 will be 11, so 11 under root 3. This is a little lengthier without calculator, so we'll have to rationalize 2-3 times. That's why it's a little lengthy, but it is 5-mark question. It's very nice 5-mark question. Done. Question number 8, B part. Find the x coordinate of the stationary point on the curve, giving your answer in the form a plus b under root 3, where a and b are rational numbers. So we have derivative given in this a part, which is 2 minus under root 3 x plus, basically we have taken derivative, and derivative of that one we can write y value is given, so we can take derivative of that. So y value I will copy over here, so y is equal to 2 minus under root 3 and x squared plus x minus 1, so we can write dy over dx for stationary point, and this will be 2 minus under root 3 and derivative of 2x x squared will be 2x, so and x derivative of x will be 1. So this is the derivative, and for stationary points we'll put dy by dy over dx is equal to 0, so this implies 2 minus under root 3 into x plus 1 equal to 0. So this implies what? We can shift 2 minus under root 3x is equal to, basically this will be 3. So this will be, basically this minus is extra, so this will be over here. So now we can shift like this one, so we can shift x is equal to minus 1 over this one 2 into 2 minus under root 3. Yes, and now we can rationalize the denominators. To rationalize denominator we will take opposite sign, and over also same thing like this, and this will be minus 1 by 2 we can write separately, and numerator 2 plus under root 3, and this will be 2 squared minus under root 3 squared, and this will be equal to 2 plus under root 3 and minus 1 by 2. Basically minus 1 by 2 I will write first, and inside will be 2 plus under root 3, and denominator will change to 4 minus 3, which is 1, so no need to write. So x will be equal to we can multiply this, so it will be minus 2 over 2 minus under root 3 by 2. So this will be, x will be equal to minus 1 minus under root 3 by 2. This will be basically x value which we have done. This is a and b, so we can write like this one, minus 1 by 2 and under root 3. So a value will be minus 1 and b value will be minus 1 by 2. This is the question which we have done. Now question number 9. Question number 9 says write this one in the form this, where a b c d are positive integers. So we can take common from first pair and second pair. From first pair we can take 3y common, so inside will be 2x plus 1, and plus 2 we can take common, so it will be 2x plus 1, and we can rewrite it as 2x plus 1 and into 3y plus 2 and ABCD values. So this is done, basically 1-mark question. Hence solve the equation, this one from 0 to 360. This is 4-mark question. So basically these are x and y values. If we compare, so if we compare this equation with this one, this expression with this one, so this is x value, this is y value, and again this is basically x value, this is y value. So we can even write this is x and y value. Now the same formula we can write, this is basically in x, in this one we can replace x and y values. So x, we can write x is equal to sine theta and y is equal to cos theta. So this one, now we can write 2x, x means sine theta, plus 1, I'm replacing in this, and 3y, so 3 cos theta, and plus 2, and it is given that equal to 0, so we'll put equal to 0. So this implies what? We can separately write 2 sine theta plus 1 equal to 0, or we can write 3 cos theta plus 2 is equal to 0. So this implies what? This implies sine theta is equal to minus 1 by 2 and cos theta is equal to minus 2 over 3. Now for this one we can write theta is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 2. So sine inverse, shift sine of 0.5 will be equal to 30. So this will be basically theta will be equal to 30. Basically we have to take minus 1 by 2. So if we take minus 1 by 2, this will be equal to minus 30. So theta is equal to minus 30 degree, and if we check this cos theta, so shift cos of minus 2 over 3, and this one we can rewrite as 131. So theta is equal to 131.8. Theta is equal to cos inverse of minus 2 by 3. So theta is equal to 131.8. Now after this one, what we can do, we can check for the graphs, and for sine theta we can check the quadrants, and basically this will be ACTS, and minus 30 will be like over here, and negative we can take the other value, like for example uh, over here we can take, so it will be minus 30 over here, and this will be 200 and 180 plus 30, 180 plus 30, and we can minus 30 we can ignore because there our range is from 0 to 360. So we will not be taking minus 30 value, but we can take like other values, like for example we can take 210, and 360 minus 30 also we can take, which is 330. So these two values for the sine, and for the cos values we can also sketch like a quadrant, and this will be what we can draw for angle 131. So like for example in this one, so this will be the quadrant, and 131.8 will be this angle, 131.8, and we can take basically the other negative value will be over here. So it will be uh, this complete angle we will be taking, which will be 288.2, and these two angles also we can take. So theta will be equal to this one, and theta will be equal to 131.8, 131.8 degrees, and 288.2 degrees. So these will be basically the four angles which we can take. In this case, other values will be out of range. Now B part says solve the equation, this one, for minus pi to pi, where phi is in radian. Give your answer in terms of pi. So the given equation we can solve 1 by 2 secant 2 phi and plus pi by 4 is equal to 1 over under root 3. This 2 we can shift to other side, and this will be equal to what? This will be secant 2 phi plus pi by 4 is equal to 2 over under root 3. So now we can take reciprocal of this. So basically reciprocal of this will be cos of 2 phi. Reciprocal of secant is cos. So cos of 2 phi plus pi by 4 is equal to reciprocal of this. This will be 3 by under 3 by 2. Now we can put basically x is equal to 2 phi plus pi by 4. So this one, if we replace this, so x will be equal to, so this will be cos x is equal to under root 3 by 2. So x will be equal to cos inverse of under root 3 by 2, which is equal to cos inverse of shift cos of um, square root of 3 over 2, and we can close the bracket, and this is equal to 30. So this is 30 angle. Now what we can do, 30 angle means what? 30 angle will be pi by 6. It will be pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. 11 pi over 6. Now within this range we will be checking. So what we can do, we can check for these values. So what I will do, I will write here, basically I will write here r2 phi is basically from here we can write 2 phi plus pi by 2 is equal to, like for example, this is 13. What we can do first, we can basically add 2 pi and subtract 2 pi in this one. So if we add 2 pi, what will be the situation? 2 pi plus pi by 6. So we can write here 2 plus 1 over 6, and this will be equal to 13 by 6 pi. So we can write here 13 by 6 pi. We are adding 2 pi to check the next values basically, and in this one also one value, two values. So in 11 by 6 also we'll add 1 by 4. So 2 plus, no, basically 2 plus 11 by 6. So 2 plus 11 by 6 will be equal to 23 over 6 pi. 23 over 6 pi. So in these two values we have added 2 plus 2 pi, and we know we can subtract minus 2 pi. So if we subtract minus 2, so minus 2 plus 1 over 6, and this will give us minus 11 by 6 pi. So we will get minus 11 over 6 pi, and the second value, uh, 11 by 6 over here, will be giving us minus 1 over 6 pi. So minus 1 over 6 pi, and one value we can basically directly take this one, pi by 6 and 11 over 6 pi. Now basically we have to subtract basically this one. Okay, so after this, after taking this one, we can subtract. So we have these six values, 1 2 3, 4, 5 and 6 values. Now we have taken x is equal to 2, 5 plus pi. So we can take here 2 pi, 2, 5 plus 2, 5 plus pi by 4 is equal to x. This is what we have taken. Now 5 will be what? 5 will be equal to 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Basically we will be subtracting first. If we shift to other side, so minus pi by 4, and we will subtract minus pi by 4. Whatever value we will be having, we will be, like for example x minus pi by 4, and we will multiply it by 0.5, this 2 if we shift to the other side. Now this x value, we will be taking these angles one by one. First of all, I have taken 13 by 6 and I will replace here as x value, and we will check the answer and we'll see what will be the angle. So in brackets we can take basically 13 over 6, 13 over 6 and minus 1 over 4, minus 1 over 4. Basically pi is there with this one, so pi I'm not writing, and multiply by 0.45, and this will give us, basically there is multiplication missing, so this is 23 over 24 pi. So for this one it will be 23 over 24 pi. Similarly in this I will be replacing other values. Next value is this one, 23 over 6. So I will go to this calculation, I will replace, instead of 13 I will make it 23, and rest of I will keep everything same, and I will get 43 over 24, 43 over 24 pi. And for this one, now pi by 6 I will change, I will use 1 over 6. Pi I am not using, I am keeping outside, so this one I will be taking 1, and this will give us minus 1 over 24 pi, minus 1 over 24 pi. This is a little lengthier, but hopefully you are understanding. So this will result this one, this will result this one, and next will be for this one. What we can do, we can change this 1 by 6 to 11 by 6, and 11 by 6 will be over here, and this will be giving us 19 over 24. So 19 over 24 pi. And now the next one is minus 11. So minus 11 by 6, 11 by 6 is already there, so I will change the sign, and minus 11 by 6, and it will give us minus 25, minus 25 over 24 pi, 24 and pi. And the last one is minus 1 over 6, so I will change to this one, and this will be minus 5 over 24 pi. And this one, basically I have explained to you what we have done this. Now we got these 6 values, and we have to check these values are within this given range or not, and range is minus pi to pi, and we will be checking minus pi to pi. If we check this one, 43 over 24, 43 by 24, 43 divided by 24 is equal to basically 1.79 pi. 1.79 pi is more than 1 pi, so we will be rejecting this value, we will be rejecting this value. And minus 5 over minus 25 over 24. So if we check minus 25 over 24, this is also more than one value, so we will reject this also. This is minus negative pi, more than that, basically less than that. So out of range, these two values are out of range. The values which are within the range, we can write those values. Y is equal to, we can write this minus 5 by 24 pi, and then we can write basically minus 1 over 24 pi, and third value we can write as 19 over 24 pi, and the fourth value will be 23 over 24 pi. All these values are within minus pi to pi. So within this range which they have mentioned, this one, so 5 value out of range values we have rejected. So this is basically our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 10. Question number 10 says, in this equation all lengths are in centimeters. So this is the diagram provided, and the diagram shows a shaded shape. The arc AB is major arc of the circle center O. AB is major arc, is basically this major arc starting from A to B. So this is major arc, you know this, and the radius is 10. So radius is 10, it is indicated radius is 10. The line AB is of length 15. It's also indicated the line OC is of 25, and lengths of AC and BC are equal. AC and BC are also equal. A part show that the angle AOB is 1.70 radian, correct to two decimal places. So what we can do, we can consider this triangle, basically this triangle we can consider. And in this triangle, if we see one side is provided which is 15, and the other side, this side is 7.5, because complete AB length is 15, so half of AB will be 7.5. So we can take this angle which is AO and C, so angle AOC we can take in triangle AOC. Basically we can take this point as D, so AOD. So we can write in triangle AOD sine theta is equal to, we can take this as theta, sine theta is equal to 7.5 over 10, is equal to 7.5 over 10. So theta will be equal to sine inverse of 7.5 over 10, and this will be equal to, in radian mode, so shift mode and radian, and this will be sine of 7.5 over 10, and this will be closed, and this is equal to 0.84 848, 0.848, and we can write the digits also, 0620, 0620. Okay, and angle AOB, if we see angle AOB is double of angle theta, so angle AOB will be equal to 2 theta, which is equal to, we'll multiply this by 2, so multiply by 2 is equal to 1.696, 1.696. Yeah, so approximately equal to, up to 3 significant figures we can write 1.70, and this is what we have to prove radians basically. Done. This was 2-mark question. Now find the perimeter. Find the perimeter of the shaded shape. For the perimeter, what we can do, we can basically, we need AC. Now we have this one angle, this theta we calculated earlier. Now we can utilize this theta, and we can have one side as 10, the other side as 25, and we can basically find AC length. So AC square, cosine rule basically will be applying. So AC square will be equal to 10 square plus 25 squared minus one side and the other side and cos of angle, which is basically 1.70 over 2, half of this angle, and now this AC will be equal to square root of the same thing, so we can copy this one. 25 squared minus 250 cos of 1.70 over 2, and we can write it as square root of 10 squared plus 25 squared minus 250 cos of 1.70 over 2 and bracket close, and this will be equal to 21 point. Basically we missed 2 over here. Cosine rule, we should have 2 over here which we missed, so it should be 500 over here. And if we replace 500 over here, so instead of 25 we are writing 500, and we are getting 17 point. Again we are doing some mistake, basically 10 into 2, and this will be what? So lengthier calculations, this is basically we have written 1 square, it should be 10 squared, we missed 0 over here. Yes, 19.87. So lengthier calculation, I was telling, we'll have to be careful, and in case of hurry we are doing mistakes. So 848 also we can mention. This is basically AC value. Now we have AC which is in 19.8748, and this is also 19.8748. so these two values we have. Now we need the length of this major arc, and length of major arc, how we will find length of major arc will be, we can calculate the major arc. Theta is, we have this theta which is basically 2 theta is 1.70. So theta we can calculate, theta is equal to basically 2 pi minus 1.70, and this will be equal to what? 2 pi, this one minus 1.70 will be equal to 4.58. 4.58. So r theta is basically the length of that one, what do you call, length of major arc. So this will be equal to 10, which is the radius, basically this one r value, r, and theta is 4.58. So this will be 45.8. This will be the r theta value. Now we can write the perimeter, and perimeter we can write over here, perimeter is equal to 19.9 plus 19.9. From where we got this 19.9? This one rounded answer, basically 19.9. 19.9 plus this will be 45.8, and this will be equal to 19.9 plus 19.9 and plus 45.8. 45.8 is equal to 85.6. 85.6, and this will be the final answer which we are done. Then they are saying one more thing, C part, find the area, basically find the area of the shaded shape. Area of the shaded shape will be what? We need to find the area of the major arc, basically area of this major portion, this one we will find, and then we can uh, find basically area of the kite, AOBC, and then we will basically add those two areas. So first area of the major arc, AOB. So area of major arc AOB, area of major arc AOB is equal to 1 by 2 r square theta. Now 1 by 2 r square mean radius is 10, so 10 square, and theta is what? Theta is 2 pi minus 1.70, and we can simplify this. This will be 0.5 into 100. 10 square will be 100 into, in brackets, 2 pi and minus 1.70 and bracket close, and this will be equal to 229.159. so 229.159, and we can write basically area of kite will be equal to uh, uh, OA, basically area of kite OACB will be equal to 1 by 2 of one side and the other side 24. So 15 into 25, 15 is this side AB, and 25 is OC. So two diagonals, basically half into multiply by two diagonals. So this will be calculated like, for example, 0.5 into 15 into 25, and this will give us 187.5. 187.5. So this area and this area, total area will be how much? Total area will be equal to 229.159, and plus this will be 187.5, and 187.5 is already there, so plus 229.159 is equal to 416.659. So we can write 417 approximately. So this is basically, we are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for incoming useful videos. Also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows, and introduce this channel to your respective teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.